Welcome back, guys. Today we're back with another problem, and today's problem is about a sum tree. So this is a problem on binary trees. Okay, so what this problem is about and how we are going to solve this problem, we are going to discuss each and every single details. Okay, so before I start, make sure you go and subscribe to the channel, and it will help me grow more and produce more amazing videos. So let's take an example of without diving into the questions and all. Let's take an example. Okay, so if we have the given example, which is three, say three 1 and 2, what we can see is the sum of the leaf nodes, which is 1 and 2, becomes equals to 3. So the output will be true. The output will be true. Let's take another example. We have a 10, okay, then we have a 20, then we have a 30, okay, as well as 10 has two leaf nodes, 20 has two leaf nodes, 10 and 10. So if we take the conditions, the leaf node adding up to the root, 10 plus 10 is 20. Yeah, this is satisfied. Okay, but now we have like the total sum of the leaf nodes, so which is equals to 40 in this case. How? 20 plus 10 plus 10. Okay, and this side 30. So the answer is 70. Okay, the summation of these two values should be equals to the root value, which is 10. So it is not equals. That's the reason we are returning it as false. So how we should solve this problem and what type of algorithm we are going to work? It's a very simple problem. Okay, it's a very simple problem. So we'll be writing the algorithm over here. Okay, algorithm over here. So first there will be a tree class. Okay, there will be a tree constructor. So where we will be initializing data, we'll be initializing our left and our right values. Okay, so this is our constructor. After that, what we are going to do is we will having a check. Okay, so we can write a boolean checksum. Okay, checksum. In the checksum, what we can pass is we can pass a node. Okay, a node. Okay, and in this node, first we are going to check if the node is equals to null. Then we are going to return true. Okay, so this is our first check. Okay, so if our node is equals to null, okay, then we are going to return true. Okay, we'll also have another base case. If the node dot left, okay, equals to null, and our node dot right is equals to null, then we will going to return then we are going to return true. Okay, now here comes the important function. We'll be having another function which will recursively do the summation of the root element. So I can write it over here. I can make another helper function, right? So I can say int sum function. Okay, in the sum function I'll be doing nothing but I'll be taking another node. Okay, and and if my node is equals to null, then the sum will be 0. Means there is no value, then the sum will be 0. Or we can recursively do the sum function. So we can return sum. We are calling the sum function again. Okay, and we are going to do the node dot left plus node dot right plus node dot val, and here we are again recursively calling the sum function. Okay, so we have done the sum function over here. This is our sum helper function. And over here we'll be continuing the boolean checksum function. So in the boolean checksum function, what we can basically do is first we have taken the base cases. Okay, after the base cases are done, we will have another variable to store the left and the right sum. So I can have, say, left sum. Okay, in the left sum, what I can do is I can just call the sum function and pass node dot left. Okay, and pass my node dot left. So node dot, okay, and similarly I will have a right sum equals to, I'll call the sum function and I will call node dot right. Okay, node dot right. So what you can see, basically both my left and right is being completed. Okay, once my left and right is completed, I'm going to check what is the given in the question is the node value should be equals to the left and right summations. Okay, so if you see, this is the node value, it should be equals to the sum of these two values. Okay, it should be equals to the sum of these two values. So in this case, what we can check is if we will write like this: if node dot val is equals to our left sum plus right sum. Okay, and there will be another condition, that whether our entire left subtree is a part of the sum function. So I can call is sum or checksum, right? In our case we have checksum function. So we'll be writing checksum. Okay, we are checking whether it's a, we can check node dot left as well as checksum. Okay, node dot right, node dot right. Okay, checksum. So if these cases are satisfied, then we are going to return a true, or we are going to come out of the if statement and we are going to return a false. Okay, so this is how the entire thing is working. So if you want to know what is left and right, so node dot left means all the left subtrees, and node dot right means the right subtrees. These are the leaf elements. Okay, these are the leaf elements. If you're new to binary tree, go and watch my previous videos on binary tree. You will have a lot of depth about how the binary trees work. Okay, so let's go back to the question and solve the problem in 5 minutes. Okay, so quickly, this is my is sum function, right? So I'm going to make a helper function int sum. Okay, I will call this int sum. I will have a node, okay, and first I'm going to check if first I'm going to check my helper function. So if my node is equals to null, then I'm going to return 0. Okay, or else I'm going to return the sum of node dot left plus sum of node dot right and node dot data. Okay, so this is my sum function. After that, over here I have to do some base case check, right? I have to do some base case. So I will write if my root is equals to null, then I'm going to return true. Okay, if my root dot left is equals to null and root dot right is equals to null, then I'm going to return true. Okay, so the base cases are checked. Then I will be having a left sum equals to, I'll be calling the sum function. I'll be calling root dot left over here, int right sum equals to, I'm calling the sum helper function, root dot right over here. Okay, after that I'll be having the check value, right? So I have to check if node dot, so in this case root dot data is equals to left sum plus right sum, and we even have to check is some tree of root dot left and is some tree of root dot right. If all the conditions are satisfied, then we're going to return true. Okay, all else we can return false. You can compile. Yeah, it worked. So you can see we have successfully compiled the entire problem in one go. So that's a good sign. And we are looking forward to solve more videos and more problems. Go make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And it's an amazing experience.